And welcome to our regular Sunday live. Today we're talking about the best Pilates moves to improve your seal on the mat. So first of all, if you're here, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you do and hit the notifications button so you always get access to these live and you get invited to them. They're so much fun for us to do. It's where we answer your questions. And while we're on the topic of your questions, I want to say if you're watching this today before 11 a.m. Pacific time, and today would be January 19th, you can join us for a live mat class. It is at all levels, 30-minute mat class plus Q&A session. So yes, I'll answer your Pilates questions afterwards to raise money for those who lost their jobs due to the fires in LA. We've partnered with One Voice LA. So go to opc.me/LA. That's opc.me/LA to donate, to get the link to the class. If you cannot donate, still come. Please share the donation link with others so that we can raise as much money as possible. 100% of what we raise will go towards those who have lost their jobs due to the fires, and they're going to need financial assistance for quite some time. So thank you. If you can't come to class for donating anyways, I really appreciate it. All right, so the seal on the mat is super fun. I think before we talk about exercises that can improve your seal, I think we should be on the same page as what the seal is, right? So there's a lot of different seals out there. A lot of people do it like this, where the soles of the feet are together. And the problem is that's not it. Ideally, it's the inner feet together. So see how that narrows things off. And if you so instead of the soles of the feet being together, we want to have the inner feet together, right? So that allows our inner thighs to be working and our outer hips to support that position. So obviously, rolling like a ball is an exercise that you want to be doing before you do the seal. I'm going to show the seal off though before we continue on with the exercises. So you grab your feet. I kind of like to push my legs into my hands and then pull my hands into my legs. That keeps me from, do you see how I can like overly round? So if I pull my hands into my legs, it puts my shoulders on my back. Then when you open the legs, it's outer hips. When you close the legs, it's inner thighs. But I'm not ever turning either off. So it's kind of like a push and a pull and a push and a pull. And then you rock back, you lift those hips and you come up. And I probably disappeared. I'm in a hotel. Can you tell? The lot. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3 while you balance, inner thigh, outer thigh. Then you rock up 1, 2, 3. And if I see how I started to roll before I finished my third one, then I should stop beating because you're supposed to go, look at me, I can balance up here. And look at me, I can balance up here. And I can balance up here. And I can balance back here, right? So when you're upside down, you only have to do one up to 3 beats. So exercises that help. First of all, if you're doing the mat in the order that Joseph Pilates gave us, seal comes at the end. So by then you will have done rolling like a ball, which is actually a great preparation for this exercise and a great replacement for this exercise. If you're not ready for this yet, you can't get your hands in between your legs with that flexibility yet, absolutely just replace it with rolling like a ball, right? Open leg rocker, you'd think would be harder than the seal because the legs are straight, but there is an exercise in open leg rocker where you practice open and close, right? Open and close. So that helps you prepare these muscles here. Other exercises that actually help prepare for the seal are going to be your double leg stretch. So double leg stretch on the mat, you're grabbing those ankles, you're pulling in to stretch those hips, and that's allowing you to practice that curl, that longest round shape you need for your seal. So never underestimate, never skip your double leg stretch. It's so key. Your side leg kicks. Oh, so good for your seal because it's actually strengthening your outer hips while also stretching them. So that can actually be really helpful. Spine stretch forward. It's going to help open up the back. I know when I travel a lot and I come back to my seal, one of the hardest things for me is rounding up because I need to stretch my back. And so spine stretch forward can be so key for that, right? And these are just some of the mat exercises. So know that your whole mat is prepping you for your seal, but those ones in particular, if you're skipping them and you're struggling with seal, stop skipping them. Over on the reformer, I think that you can really enjoy and find some love for your stomach massage. If you're scooting far back on your carriage, you're not getting that closed like work into that ball shape. And so what I say is you don't have to close the springs, but see how close you can get to the edge so you're each rep getting your body more used to being in this tight ball. Um, Also, you can nerd out with your knee stretches, round. Yes, that's going to be really, really helpful. Your side splits and your side sit-ups are going to be extremely helpful for your seal. On the Cadillac, I'm going to suggest you are really playing with rolling in and out prep, that you are also rolling stomach massage is going to be really key for you. Monkey is going to be essential for you, single leg monkey. On the Wonder Chair, frog facing out, frog facing in. While some of you might say, well, Lesley, those are more advanced in the seal. You're right, but that doesn't mean they don't help it. They certainly do, right? You don't have to have the seal nailed to do those ones, and they will affect your seal. Your pull-ups are going to be really essential. Your press down side is going to be really essential. And then also like get into that toe corrector. It's going to be essential. So that's a list of exercises. It's not an exhaustive list. I could keep going, but I think it can get overwhelming at some point. And at some point, we just say it's system. And so really, instead of saying what exercise are going to help my seal, I actually would prefer to see your seal. Because if I can see how you're doing the seal, first of all, I can see if we're even on the same page, right? Or you're going to talk about the same exercise. Second, I can see where your body is struggling to do the seal. Is it imbalancing at the top? Is it balancing upside down? Is it getting into the position? Is it the outer and inner? Is it what's going on with your head? What's going on with your eyes? Because here's the deal. A lot of people on rolling exercises, they just lift their eyes up. They're like, oh, I'm going to roll. And then they like look up to the sky without looking with their head. They're like this. Your eyes are connected to your feet. Do you know that? Like there's like actual thing in the foot so that when we take steps, our eyes don't bounce around. So important that where we look actually helps us with our exercises, right? So the way I can look at you is actually if you're an OPC member. OPC members actually can submit videos of themselves doing an exercise, and I can actually see how they're doing it. Also, we have a live class every month where I can see if you want, so if you're like technologically not inclined to film yourself, you can do it at the live class each month where I can see you do it. And then I can give you personalized feedback based on how your body is doing the exercise, what your body needs, and what you have access to. Because yes, we have a whole system, but you might have not have access to all those parts. And so let's talk about what you can do. And that's how we make Pilates for our body, right? For your body. So if you go to onlinepilatesclasses.com/YouTube, you can then give us a try out. We got lots of fun stuff coming up this year for our OPC members. Thank you so much for watching this. If you're watching this live with me, are you coming to the class at 11 a.m. Pacific time? Brett is reading the comments right now, so give us a yes if you are. opc.me/LA has the link to donate, also the link for the Zoom class. I've gotten some questions about where they can find the class link. It's on the donation page. If you cannot donate because you're affected by the fires or you've got life going on, come. Share the donation page with as many people as possible, though, because these $5 and $10 donations are really adding up. We have over $5,000 raised at the time of this live for those who've lost their jobs due to the fires. And I promise you, all of that money is going to go towards those who need it. The charity actually donates 100% of your donations to those who need it. So it's a lot of money. And we can't underestimate what our $5 and $10 donations can do. If you could donate more, please do. We really are really excited. And you'll see on the donation page where you can get your tax write-offs if you need that as well. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye.